G'day, it's Matt Cross, member for Davidson. It's great to be here at Wahroonga Park for the book launch, the third book from Belinda Kong. It's an amazing book, teaches kids about resilience, the importance of mental health and the importance of inclusion.
Let me turn to speak about Belinda's wonderful work. Dragon and Friends Mindful Adventures, of course, part of a series that she's written. And I think there's a number of things that I would like to say about the significance of this work and this particular book, but also the program of work that Belinda has set herself and which she is discharging diligently. Belinda has crafted in this book and in the other books she's written, she has crafted a book which is very appealing to children. The second thing that is very significant about this book is that it helps children develop a resilient mindset, and it helps them apply a set of mental tools in dealing with the stresses and pressures that life inevitably brings. So in a sense, it's a how-to manual, but in a very subtle way. And Belinda has deployed all of her skills in writing it. And that brings me to the other point that I wanted to make, which is just to touch on the particular mix of knowledge, the particular mix of disciplines and cultural traditions that Belinda brings to her work of writing this book and the other children's books she's written. There is in this book a lot of traditional Chinese beliefs and traditional Chinese characters and motifs. And of course, that reflects Belinda's very rich cultural heritage and her very deep knowledge of Chinese culture. But of course, Belinda is also an eminent and extremely well qualified psychologist, holding a PhD. She's worked as an academic in the psychology field for many years, but she's also a clinician. And so she brings to bear the very latest academic and clinical knowledge of the psychological challenges that children face and some of the tools and techniques that children and indeed adults can use in facing up to the challenges that life inevitably brings.
And one of the great privileges I have as Mayor of Hornsby is to welcome people who are new to Australia, and I encourage them to remember where they're from, to remember their culture, their heritage, and to share it with others. And Belinda here is saying something about Chinese culture, and that's very appropriate. To do it in a written form in which it can be shared with others is something that is extraordinarily valuable.
I thank my guest of honour, the Honourable Paul Fletcher, Member of Parliament and the Federal Member for Bradfield. I thank all my federal, local, state members, mayors, councillors who have taken so much time out of their busy schedule. I also like to thank my spiritual mentor and meditation teacher, Pante Tejadamo. Unfortunately, he's not well enough to come, but he appears a lot in the book. I especially like to thank my organizing teams and friends who's helped me over the weeks to organize all this. Now about the book, Dragon and Animal Friends Mindful Adventures tell the story of wood dragon, whom I call Shanglong, and the 11 zodiac animals, and they are now competing in a new race which was organized by the Jade Emperor, right, to decide on a new order. It is a heartwarming story promoting mindfulness, gratitude, appreciation, selflessness, teamwork, and compassion. Important antidotes for mental health. The book integrates wisdom from East and West philosophies, psychology, like Paul said, the great Western tradition. It features exceptional characters, beautiful illustration poetries, and the twists and turns of each of the book makes it a very exciting story. Now it also contains explanatory notes of how I put in the Chinese name, the Chinese meanings, information about the lunar calendar. Just a little interesting thing about the year of the dragon and the dragon itself. As you know, 2024, which is this year, is the year of the wood dragon. In Chinese, the word mu stands for tree, and tree means growth, transformation, renewal, the themes of the book. The dragon, you may want to know, is the only mythical creature in the Chinese zodiac calendar. The other 11 animals are real. A Chinese dragon, as opposed to a Western dragon, is made up of a composite of various animals with the features including the trunk of a snake, the scale of a fish, the tail of a whale, the claws of an eagle, and the feet of a tiger. Paul, my thanks and appreciation for your kind presence today and for officially launching my dragon book. Paul has been the federal member of Bradfield since 2009, and in all the time I've known him, he has shown an enormous understanding of the rich culture and festivities of the multicultural community in Bradfield, which have won him a lot of affection. Since you are born on 16th of January 1965, which still falls within the year of the dragon, your animal sign, I officially declare, is the year of the wood dragon.
Now, each of the readers up here is wearing a t-shirt showcasing the year of the zodiac animal of their birth. And the characters in the book are represented by myself as the narrator. Matthew, born in the year of the tiger, who will read the parts of Pihu, the water tiger, and the jade emperor. This is beautiful Isabella. She was born in the year of the rooster and will read the part of Maymay, the water rabbit. Alex, who was born in the year of the wood dragon and has just had a birthday. Is that right, Alex? Happy birthday, Alex. This is very special for you, and you will read the lines of Shanlong, the wood dragon. Nicholas, who was born in the year of the snake, will be my co-narrator and read the lines of the wood snake.
This has been a great contribution to our local community because mental health and youth mental health, incredibly important and major issue in all communities, including our own local community, but also in our changing cultural landscape here in the seat of Wahroonga. It's incredibly important that we actually learn from each other, learn from different cultural traditions, and also promote what is really important and a shared value to all of us, which is the well-being of our children and the incredible importance of strong family cohesion and lifestyles.
How great is your grandmother's book?
Well, I think it's really great because it's suitable for all ages, and even if you're an adult, you can still read it and get some good core messages out of the book.
Teaches you like great moral values and how you should act responsibly and respectfully.
I feel very grateful for all the support I had. I think it came together very well, and more importantly, I hope that people who bought the book enjoy them and also share with their families the values that Dragon and I, Shanlong, are trying to promote in the book. Thank you for your support.